y'all appreciate me because I'm doing you a favor and I'm skipping over this person's AI produced music that she keeps claiming is her passion. Okay, if it's your passion, then maybe make some actual music and don't put in prompts that feed off of other creators' music. But you're pretty used to that, huh? Clinging on to other creators, using their work, and then just leeching off of it. Aren't you, Alexis? Yes, us, girly pops. It's Finny. I'm back with another reaction video. So today, yes, you're seeing it. It's the last video. Well, it's supposedly the last video, allegedly the last video that Spidey Lex, Alexis is posting on her channel. She changed her name to NA right now, but it was amberlynn killed me or some shit like that because she still has to leech off of Amber's name somehow. If you guys don't know, I have a strong disdain for Alexis because I think that she is an amberlynn duplicate. I think that she loves drama. I think that when she had the opportunity to throw Amber under the bus, she not only did that, but she hopped in the driver's seat and drove over Amberlynn. I'm not saying that Amber is like totally blameless in everything that happened in their friendship because she's not. She's a train wreck. And I think the first time around, I was more like, oh, okay, I understand why she's upset, but like, you chose to be friends with Amberlynn Reed. Her track record is online. You know what you're getting into. But the second time around, and then the second falling off, I was like, okay, you little clout goblin, who fucking cares? But she made this video, she privated all her other ones. She's saying she wants to focus on her music. You know, the music that she uses AI to generate, so it's stolen content. Alexis, you're not doing shit. Grab a Korg and make some music. Even I did that in my like early 20s. I used to use a Korg and make music. So we're going to take a quick look at this because this video and then the Amber video that we're going to watch after this are 6 minutes long a piece. So there's not a lot of content. I've watched this one by Lex and it's just so funny, some of the things that she says in it, especially pertaining to her girlfriend and Apathetic Faxx. Like, oh, y'all were quick to go to Apathetic Faxx when you could say whatever the fuck you wanted about amberlynn, but now that you're catching flack, you're real upset about it. Isn't that strange? Anyways, let's take a look at her video. It's called Goodbye YouTube and Goodbye Amberlynn Reed. Oh my gosh, Lex, no, don't leave us, please. I love your shitty music.
Hey guys, I'm just coming on here to let everybody know that this is actually going to be my last video with YouTube.
Thank
Over the
God.
last couple weeks, I've been able to take a step back and look at what I'm doing on YouTube and the community that I'm involved with. And I just feel like I have already made my point to Amberlynn, and really my whole reason coming onto YouTube in the first place was to prove a point to her. I always told her that
No. Your whole thing was, I mean, I think the first time around, yeah, it was to be like, look, like, you're being awful to me and this is what's going on and you're choosing a woman who's not good for you over me. I understood that. I understood it the first time around and I was like, I wasn't like team Alexis or anything, but I was definitely more understanding of what was going on. The second time around, you're just searching for trouble at that point.
when we were friends that I wanted to have a career in entertainment, more specifically music. And I just always felt like I was not getting her support and that I felt like I couldn't do it. She made me feel like I couldn't achieve my dreams. And now,
well, maybe now I know that people have said before about like, well, people use computer programs to make music. That's different. There's like consent to different either voices or samples or musical instruments that are used in those programs. So the people record it for the purpose of those programs being used to create music out of whatever it is. So, like, I know people have said, oh, well, Vocaloid. Well, Vocaloid has consent from the person voicing Hatsune Miku. So that is a big difference. There's a big, big difference. The problem with AI stuff is that it pulls from anywhere it can when you prompt it with different commands. And the people who have their own music or their own content out there have not given express consent for it to be used by someone else to create music that is akin to theirs or using theirs. And then there's, of course, a difference between sampling and the AI stuff, because sampling does use a good chunk of music. And obviously, we've seen copyright issues before, like with Pharrell Williams and Marvin Gaye, Queen, and Vanilla Ice. There's a difference between sampling and like ripping off. If she was to use music and sample it with her own beats or whatever, that's what a lot of DJs do. And that's like transformative work. Taking other people's work and then smashing it together on a computer with just typing in, I want a song to sound like Skrillex and Deadmau5. That's taking their music and smashing it together to make something that neither of them agreed to.
Now that I'm actually involved in doing things that I love and something that I've wanted to do my whole life, I just feel like there are certain members of this community that love to see everyone that's involved with this community fail. And the hate is not just limited to AmberLynn or I or Beck or characters like that. Even some of the most liked and well-received reaction channels receive hate as well. And I do realize to some extent, like, that is the internet, that is the world, that is just people. And I agree with that to some extent.
Girl, you signed up for it when you joined Girl World. You think that I get comments that are always nice or that my videos are all like 100% thumbs up? No, of course not. I get comments of people being like, you're being an asshole, or like they don't understand where I'm coming from in certain things. And that's just how it is. And I'm just a very blunt person. So when I speak about things, sometimes I do come off really mean. I know that. I know that about myself. So if someone says you sound like a jerk, yeah, I do. But I also signed up to be a reaction channel. That's what I started doing. I thought it would be best for me and best suited towards what I'm good at. I'm not good at like lifestyle. I wouldn't be a good vlogger. I don't really do much socially, so I'm not like a socialite. So this is best suited for me, and I know what comes with it.
But I feel like there is a certain part of this community that takes things way too far. Another reason
Like
why
you?
I have chose to leave YouTube is because recently Apathetic Faxx posted 2 pictures of, well, one was me and my girlfriend, and then the other one was a side-by-side of my girlfriend.
Let's ask the audience, where's the lie? You opened yourself up to this, and you knew that once you started talking about amberlynn Reid and y'all's relationship, when you decided to put that on a public platform and gain almost 8,000 subscribers using it, you became a public figure. You're a public figure. If you don't want people talking about your girlfriend, don't post her. Don't post her on your public account. You have a public account. Don't post her on there. Sorry, she looks just like amberlynn. She looks just like Amber. And that's weird. And that's not like the first time that people have noticed you being weird about Amber. Because honestly, I think that Amber rejected you. I don't think it was the other way around. I don't think you rejected her. And you guys did have, what do you guys call it? Pone text or whatever. You guys did do that. You were like, oh, flirty vibes. And you were always flirty vibes with her. For someone to point out, it's weird that you are dating someone who looks almost exactly like amberlynn and does like the same hairstyles and stuff as her. That's fine. It's like, you're a public figure, dog. And you had no problem running to reaction channels, running your mouth, being in their chat. I saw it watching Jordy's live stream. You were always in there. And people were like, Alexis, get out. You're not welcome here. And you were just like, I have tea. I have more tea. I have more tea on this. It's just really funny how you were fine with that, and you were fine, absolutely fine yourself, talking about the man that amberlynn decided to have a sexual conversation with over the phone. And you said his name, and you know how Girl World is. And you know that people would find him like that. And you said it anyway. And they found him. And you had no remorse for that. So for you to come on here and be like, wow, I can't believe they would put out my girlfriend that I took a picture of and posted to my public Instagram, and people can see after you literally just talk about whatever and everything. You record messages, you post them publicly, you talk about other people who aren't public figures and weren't in the public figure space. You talk about them and their private business, but oh no, not you, Lex. Gosh, we need to draw the line somewhere, and I guess it's at you and your girlfriend, AmberLynn 3.0, because you're AmberLynn 2.0.
Posted 2 pictures of, well, one was me and my girlfriend, and then the other one was side by side of my girlfriend and AmberLynn. And after I saw her reaction to some of the comments under these posts, I realized that my relationship with her is way more important than anything that I'm doing on YouTube. This is the most fulfilling relationship I've ever been in, and Molly is one of the most beautiful people.
You'll be in it for like 3 months and then move on to the next one, just like your last girlfriend. Because you're just like AmberLynn. You're just like AmberLynn. What do you want me to say? That you're such a good person, that you're so much better than Amber? You are 2 sides of the same coin. I've said it before. You are peas in a pod.
Inside and out. And although she does put herself out there publicly with her music, I don't believe that she's enough of a public figure to be blasted by thousands of people that don't even know who she is. And I just want to say that we do, and we have seen the people that have stuck up for her or have said really nice things about her. And even with my own supporters, I have people that come to every single one of my videos. They show up, they're there for me, they're commenting, they're interacting to help me, to be there for.
It's not because they like you, it's because they hate AmberLynn more. I hate to say it. I think at first you had some goodwill with the community because people understood how Amber could be and they were willing to listen. I certainly was. I was like, okay, well, you decide to be friends with AmberLynn. That was your first mistake. But after the first time, I was like, yeah, I understand that they're upset and that Amber is lying on their name and they want to clear the air, whatever, and discuss what happened. But after that, you ran right back to Amber. As soon as she opened her arms and stuck out her little fingers, her little sausage fingers to embrace you again, you ran right back to her and you were defending her once more. And then all of a sudden, you're not friends again and you come back and you're like, silly me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah. I wasn't about to be fooled again by that antic. If AmberLynn wanted to be friends with you again, you would be friends with her again in a heartbeat.
For me to show me support. But unfortunately, right now, the support is just not enough. I also feel like I will never achieve the height of the career that I would like to have if I have this community trailing behind me with every move that I make. Molly has worked really hard in order to gain respect in our local music community, and I don't want to see that stripped away because of my baggage with AmberLynn. And I refuse to let AmberLynn ruin any more of my life than she already has. And as I was taking a step back.
What do you want me to say? Oh, poor Lex. Her life was ruined by AmberLynn. No. No. Pack it up, girl.
Back to look at this community and things that are going on in this community a little bit more objectively. I realized that.
Also, sorry, I wasn't listening to her. Also, for her to say that AmberLynn ruined her life, her shit with AmberLynn gave her a channel that she could monetize almost immediately and 8,000 subscribers and tens of thousands of views on every video. People have to crawl their way up to that. You having beef with AmberLynn was like your greatest moment, and you got a bunch of attention from it.
This community really is centered around being hateful. Yes, AmberLynn has said and done some really fucked up shit over the last 11 years, and I'm not trying to discredit that. However, I have noticed more recently that a lot of these newer channels or people that are just starting to talk about her are really only doing it just to be assholes, just to be able to talk about somebody that everybody else talks about, and just to be able to bring in a paycheck. Some of y'all treat AmberLynn like she is a fat Kim Kardashian, when she quite literally has no talent, is the most boring person I've ever met, and brings nothing to the table.
So a fat Kim Kardashian. What does Kim Kardashian do? Honestly, truly. Also, Lex, smaller creators, maybe you didn't know this because you could just skip all of this. Smaller creators we have milestones we have to reach. So there's 2 different types. There's one big set one that's milestones you have to reach before you can get members, before you can get super chats, before you can get stickers. things like that. And then there's another step that you have to reach before you can get ads and payouts from that on your videos and shorts. Most of the smaller channels out there, like mine, are not monetized. Mine's not monetized. I don't have I haven't reached the goals yet to get monetization. People are just doing it for the love of the game. I am.
In a friendship or a relationship. She doesn't care about her supporters, and if she could leave and work a different kind of a job, if she was physically or mentally able to do that, she would. And Amberlynn, I hope that one day you are able to get away from YouTube. I hope that you are able to get your mental and physical health in check to the point where you feel like you could do something else with your life and receive a paycheck in a different way. And honestly, I feel like I have personally developed and have grown a lot in the last couple of months. And being in this community where everybody is talking about everybody and it's almost always negative, I just feel like this doesn't resonate with me anymore. I need to be surrounded by people that have common interests and that are supportive. And not like fake supportive in order to get information out of you, like actually.
Like you? Oh, you're such a bigger person in this scenario. And then you just go on to describe yourself. Icky.
Supportive because they want to see you succeed. And unfortunately, I nor Amberlynn will find that here. I appreciate everyone who has not only watched all of my videos, but have reached out to support me. I also appreciate everyone that has messaged me within the last 12 hours wondering where I am and if I'm okay. But as a mass response to all of you, no, I will not be coming back to YouTube. I will not be keeping up with any reaction channels, and I will not be closely following Amberlynn anymore. And irregardless of what happens with my music career or what happens with me and Molly, I will not be returning. But once again, I would like to thank everyone that has shown me support and has shown me kindness. And I hope that those who truly do support me and want me to succeed still keep up with me on my other social media. So for the very last time, I would like to leave you with this. Okay, bye.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, Lex. See ya. That's all I have to say about that. Bye. Okay, bye. Now let's get into the real fun person here. Because I'll tell you what, Amberlynn may be boring as fuck, but at least she's not Alexis. That's all I'll say about that. So, ooh, goody. Let's jump into what I ate today, episode 3. Oh, wonderful. Let's get into it. Shall we, friends?
Hello, welcome to another What I Ate Today video. So I am counting calories on Noom, so that means every single thing that I eat, that means it is already tracked on Noom, but I will not be speaking about how many calories I am eating or how many calories a certain food is.
Because she keeps getting clocked. She keeps getting clocked on putting the wrong amount of calories.
Because I'm realizing that is triggering for me. When I sit there and I do something I literally hate, which is weigh my food, measure it, put it into Noom, I hate counting calories. And I do it all accurately because if I'm doing something I hate, then I'm going to do it the right way. Because then what would be the point? So I do all that and then people are like, nope, she got her calories wrong. On literally every single thing that I eat when it's so blatantly obvious that I did not do it.
Certain things are blatantly obvious. And, you know, if someone was like, no, she's eating 1,000 calories and it's like, it's meat this size. Obviously that's wrong. But you're putting in a lower amount of calories than you're actually eating. And people who actually know about food, people who know nutrition better than you do, have clocked it time and time again.
Do it wrong. I have all the food labels in front of me. I have a food scale in front of me. So since that is a triggering thing for me, I will not be doing it. But just know, everything is logged. I'm staying under my allotted calories. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, you guys. So my first meal is going to be leftovers from last night. So last night I made steak, potato, corn, and Brussels sprouts. And I just put it all in this leftover container together. All right, so I'm just going to put my food in the microwave. So it is warmed
of course,
up.
333. She's so quirky because 3 is such an important number to her family. Get it? I was going to say something really mean. She kind of eats like what farm animals eat from like a trough. Like that's sort of the vibe I get. Not like, that is just simply about what she consumes lately. It's like dog food.
I just kept it in the same bowl because why not? So this is a lean steak. The potatoes are just like this. I think it's called like Potato Company, Little Company. I don't know. Something company.
Little Potato Company. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I love Little Potato Company. Of course, we all know I'm a big fan of the taters here.
It was in like a package. I actually show it in my vlog that you guys will be seeing on Monday. Corn and Brussels sprouts I just cooked in a pan with some seasoning. Genuinely, fully recommend that. Bon appetit. So I'm gonna watch a show while I eat this, and yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy. Oh, by the way, I also have a water. All right, you guys, it is time for me to show you what I'm eating.
What am I looking at? What am I looking at? I hope that's Tapatio and not ketchup. Yeah, I'm cutting out a section that's like just her eating. Yuck. Sorry, no one needs to watch that. Absolutely no one needs to watch that.
Next, so we have whipped cream cheese on mini bagels. Whipped cream cheese is less calories than normal cream cheese, and then the mini bagels are obviously less calories than like the regular size bagels. So I do have 2 bagels, and then I have a pepper, which I'm dipping in sriracha. So this is a sweet pepper, so it's super good dipping it in the sriracha.
Bell peppers.
And then I have a radish.
Her breasts gotta be hot all the time. Like, that's gotta be, ugh. All the radishes and onions she eats and garlic. Again, me and my sensory things, I have a nose like a bloodhound. I would cry. I would be weeping.
So freaking good. I'm gonna try it in the sriracha. I've never done that before, but how could it be bad? So do you guys prefer the top of the bagel better or the bottom? For me, I prefer the bottom. So I always eat the top first. And do you guys prefer it toasted, warmed, or just like right out of the bag? For me, I prefer it right out of the bag because I...
Oh, no. This is like just like you and the English muffin. Ew, no. I have to have my bagel toasted, like, it needs to be really crispy, like, on the surface. And, I usually eat it as a sandwich, like, but if I do eat it, I usually eat the bottom first, because I'm a top kind of person.
I like the texture. And here is my second water of the day. I almost reached for a
God.
diet soda, but I was like, girl, you gotta drink your water first.
Twins.
So I had my next meal. I had a 20-piece nugget from McDonald's with like half of a sweet and sour. I also got a Diet Coke, but I didn't even eat all of the chicken nuggets. I ate some, and then usually I start getting really sick of them, and the inside of them kind of creeps me out. So I just ate the outside of them, as you can see here. So
that's fucking gross. That's so nasty. Oh, I'm just gonna eat the fried bit. I don't want the chicken part. I want the fried bit. Oh, Amber, what the fuck? Ew. I know she said she's done this before. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So she ate 9 of them normally. And then she was like, I just want the fried outside.
So that is what I just had for my meal. All right, you guys, next meal. So this is something that I've been enjoying. We have cottage cheese with tapatio, and these are just some cheddar pretzels. They're called cheddar twists. Who knows? And then we have...
My brand of ADHD makes me not let pretty much anything touch on a plate. I hate it when things I don't want together touch, and I won't eat it. Nope. Like, if I have chicken and french fries or something, if a chicken piece touches the ketchup or whatever, I won't eat it. I can't. It's like entirely ruined for me. I won't give her shit about cottage cheese and sriracha because I like cottage cheese and salsa. It's really good. If you need like extra protein and can handle the texture of cottage cheese, because I know some people have a thing with the texture. I actually like the texture of it. So if you can handle it, that's a good way to get extra protein in. But this is making me very itchy.
A good old sweet mini pepper.
Ugh.
So earlier I actually didn't film myself eating McDonald's because I was watching the new episode of Yellow Jackets and I was glued to it. I actually started eating when my mom called me. You guys need to try this. And with pretzels as well. I don't know how people could exist not liking cottage cheese.
The pretzels I can kind of like, I don't want them in the bowl though. I don't want them all together. But like the pepper, no, I can't.
And I am having a Gatorade. It's the Glacier Freeze kind.
Congratulations.
So the last thing I'm having is a Heath bar. If you don't know what a Heath bar is, it's literally just toffee with some chocolate. So good. One of my favorites. So that's what it looks like. That's the toffee. All right, you guys. I gotta admit.
Hey. Husband comes home, leaves the door wide open. Men, am I right? Anyways, I don't know what she was saying. Something. Let's take a look-see.
Man, today was kind of a weird day of eating for me, just in my opinion.
Where did you get that? Ew, there's liquid in that. Are you like using it as irrigation? Ew, come on. Y'all ever have your spouse come home and they just absolutely throw a wrench into everything you're doing? That's okay. He's nice. I like him. So I'll keep him. Even if he did just... Ew, spray me with... spray me with water that he uses to clean out his sockets from his wisdom teeth removal. Anyways, back to someone I don't like.
My brain's over here like, okay, could have done better, could have done worse. It was just kind of a blah day for me. So it is time for food for thought. So this is just a time for me to reflect on the day and what I ate. So I'm going to be answering 3 questions. If you had to improve on one thing about today's food intake, what would it be? Probably getting McDonald's. Like, I understand that I'm allowing myself to order.
Maybe get a 10-piece, dog. Like, I don't know. I found that, like, cutting down in size, instead of, like, saying I can't get this entirely, just cut down in size. Instead of being like, I need a large, get a medium. Then the next time, get a small. Or, you know, order individual pieces, or order, like, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
Delivery to my home 3 times a week. And I do normally choose healthier options like sushi, Hawaiian food. Since I started this
Are we calling those 2 deep fried California rolls healthy? Healthier than McDonald's? I don't think so. I don't think so, sis. I think it's equivalent.
school, it's not very common for me to order McDonald's, but I was craving a chicken nugget. But then halfway through, it kind of gave me the creeps and I low-key regretted it. But yeah, if I can improve on that, I would have ordered something else or just cooked dinner at home. Was there a moment today that you were about to fall off track, but you stopped yourself? Absolutely. Multiple moments, actually. Today was just not it for me, but I tried my best and I did a lot better than I normally would have. Do you consider today a successful day for you? No one else, just you. Why or why not? There are small victories in today, but then there also are moments where I'm like, not so sure. As long as I continue focusing on that like unhealthy food brain that I have and staying in a calorie deficiency, I think that's what's really important. So I'm gonna say today was 75% successful because I still stayed under my calories like I'm supposed to. It's not like I did anything hectic. I kind of just regret the McDonald's for some weird, strange reason. I think maybe if it was fulfilling to me, then I wouldn't regret it so much because I feel like I just like wasted calories, wasted a takeout. If it would have been more fulfilling and if I would have actually enjoyed it more, then I think I wouldn't be feeling this way so much. I think I'd be like, okay, that's fine. You had some chicken nuggets, now move on. But instead, I think the universe was like, the chicken nuggets are gonna taste gross because you actually don't need them. But it's okay.
She's just like listening to her talk. It's not even like good ASMR. It's like that ASMR that makes your skin crawl. And that's like, I want to go to sleep and I could go to sleep, but it's also just such a like nails on a chalkboard sound. I hate it. I'm distracted by the outdoors too because there's like the little buds coming in for trees, which I love, but also it looks like it's gonna rain, which I also love. Love it. Love the rain. I'm a pluviophile.
Okay, not every day can be perfect, and sometimes not even every day can be good. But anyways, that was what I ate today. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I didn't enjoy it. I never enjoy it. I always get like a headache after I do these. But hey, you know what? Today's going to be a short video, and that is a win in my book. Especially since I'm going to have to go through and edit these because my husband is taking the laptop for the weekend because he's going to a bowling tournament because my husband bowls because he's 87. My husband and I are such old folks. Like, we really, really are. Bedtime's like 9 o'clock. I love things like crossword puzzles and word find, and he likes bowling. Oh, and embroidery. I like embroidery. Anyways, short video. You don't have to listen to me yammer on very much today. I just really wanted to come on, listen to whatever Amber had to say about, oh, I'm not going to show my calories anymore. Okay, I don't care. Because I don't think you're being honest anyway, so no skin off my nose. And then I wanted to drag Lex a little bit because honestly, I think she's had it too good for too long in this community and she's really taken it for granted. But that's going to do it for me for this video. Please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, and every new subscriber helps. And you get to join me in this little community and listen to my nonsense. And I just know y'all love it so much. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. What do you think about Lex leaving? Do you think she's going to stay gone? I hope so. What do you think about Amber saying that she's no longer going to be fully transparent with the calories she's consuming? Are we surprised? No. Leave a like if you are so inclined, or a dislike. I don't care either way. You're entitled to your opinion, even if it is wrong. I will see you all in the next one. Bye! I forgot to stop!